Sunday. Sunday, Songwriting, AATFP. Oh my goodness. Welcome to Sunday Songwriting number 103. Wow, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. It's just been a hot topic of conversation, this narcissistic behavior, narcissism stuff, all over YouTube. It's apparently this personality disorder. I didn't really know the definition until I started researching it this past week because someone mentioned it to me. I'm not a psychologist, so I am not qualified to define a narcissist or a sociopath. So if I want to express this label, I will say it is a narcissistic behavior or a sociopathic behavior. And what both of these labels have in common are someone's inability to have empathy, someone who cannot feel what you might be going through and also displays not caring about this or even justifies it somehow. After being pre-med and taking classes to gear me up towards becoming a psychologist and or doctor, I found personally that healing can be way more multidimensional than that track of study had to offer. I looked deeper into the very definition of the word psychology, which basically means literally the study of the spirit. So I found hypocrisy in the books only talking about behavior and brain chemistry, which may be physical manifestations of the spirit, but could it be that studying someone's spiritual imbalances and conflicts could be the real key to unlocking their mental issues? Gosh, I don't know. But after college, I began exploring other techniques to heal this imbalance, such as primal therapy, breath therapy, and Bach flower essence therapy. One of the reasons why I love Bach flower essences so much is that it not only recognizes the spirit, but it literally holds you accountable for not being in alignment with your spirit when you have mental states that are harming your life, such as anxiety, depression, resentment, and even not knowing or pursuing your life's work. How many people are miserable, stuck in jobs that they hate, just to pay the bills and use that money to take medicine for depressions and other health issues? And it's just something to think about and look at. Maybe if they did their life's work, they wouldn't have the depression. So that being said, the label narcissistic behavior and sociopathic behavior is not existing in the body of psychological knowledge I'm dedicated to. However, like the labels on the sheets, which I just discovered, tell me what direction to lay my sheet on the bed. These labels as well can give friends of the one displaying the tendencies, or their psychologist, or you, if you're displaying these behaviors, a direction to take it, which is maybe away from you and your valuable spirit. With Bach flower essences, you don't label people with psychosis. You merely identify behaviors, and actually the therapist doesn't identify them, the client does. So someone who is narcissistic might admit to having a type of fear, maybe being jealous and suspicious or obsessive. There's really no way to know what someone's spiritual and emotional crisis is that leads them to such extreme and cruel behaviors. But each of us has the choice to face this in our own being, and it takes courage to do this. My friend Katie Smith was mentioning to me, she seems to know a lot more about this than me. In the entertainment and activist community, there is supposedly more narcissistic personalities. There's a lot of people that are more so people pleasers than the average norm, let's say. And so the narcissistic tendency people are drawn to these people so that they can suck this energy from them. Perhaps these people who spend so much time caring about what other people need perhaps are more susceptible to being put down, weakened, and demanded things of, because they're already in that caregiver role. But when you show that you're not this way, be prepared to be met with great contempt, because unless you stay way beneath the narcissistic behavior people and their own idea of ranking you less than them, they will have no use for you. So they will show you hostility to hopefully, in their minds, break you back down to being their slave, essentially. Here we go with song number 103, called Are You Being Narcissistic? Wow, I just rambled for like 4 minutes about this, but I think it's an important topic. I personally don't want any more narcissistic tendency people to sink their claws into my flesh. That line didn't quite make it to the song, but that was something that Katie thought of. I used a variation of that. I'm not going to mention names, but I do want to thank everyone who shared their personal stories with me, because I definitely used that as fuel for this song. It's a work in progress, and I'm going to share it with you. I'm so disappointed, feeling disjointed. Your lies are twisted, the more that I trusted, the less I resisted. Your claws deeply thrusted, your back pats insisted, and now I'm disgusted. 'Cause all of my pain in my heart must be seen, but you just neglected us. You're in a world by yourself, and just viciously alone with your ego dust. I've got a broom and this is a bust, because under the dirt is a huge pile of hurt you don't want to see, so you take it out on me. And that's why good people become the target, giving the love we seem to forget. Love that you give can fuel a monster, all eaten up before it reaches the lone star. Monsters protecting their heart from feeling they'll never get this juice for healing. Please don't expect them ever to give you any respect, they'll never forgive you. I'm so disappointed, feeling disjointed. Your lies are twisted, the more that I trusted, the less I resisted. Your claws deeply thrusted, your back pats insisted, and now I'm disgusted. Other people matter, and your flattery will splatter on the floor. Don't say anymore, we are free, indubitably. Other people matter, and your flattery will shatter on the floor. Don't say anymore, we are free, indubitably. You don't care about me, but you say you care about the whole world. And apparently you can save the whole world and still neglect everyone around you. All of the pain in my heart must be seen, and you just neglected us. You're in a world with yourself and just viciously alone with your ego dust. Think about it. Would you try to have a relationship with Lex Luthor? I've got a broom and this is a bust, 'cause under the dirt is a huge pile of hurt that you don't want to see, that you don't seem to free, and you take it out on me. You talk about other people as if they make you special, and when these other people are present in your presence, you don't even see them, let alone acknowledge them. You'd much rather ream them too. Ooh. Oh, 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 ooh, oh, oh, yeah, oh. You might could be a good used car salesman, marking up your junk like it's a temple in Jerusalem. Chances of you keeping your word are pretty freaking slim. Your reason for failing is blaming him or her or them. Oh, yeah. Buttering me up to slide me into the crack in your heart that has no window. But I can't be the air you need. Your tear, it bleeds. The way you torture me does nothing to you except to show narcissistic behavior. Do you really care? Or would you rather stare in the mirror? Your Facebook, your Twitter, erase books. Do you really care? Or would you rather stare at the TV? Your Facebook, your Twitter, erase books. Do you really care? Or would you rather stare in the mirror? You trigger me to feel somewhat loneliness, but it's you whose viciousness leaves you lonely and depressed. So I won't take on your misery misplaced. My joy is locked into my sacred space. You're buttering me up to slip me into the hole in your heart that bleeds on me. Your greed's on me. Your greed's on you. You play the victim of a drama poorly staged. No crew. You think I'll play the villain, but the villain's you. You need a harmless playhouse so your crazy gets through. Get it out in your play. And one day you'll figure it all out with expressions too. But I'm getting out of your prison. Go. Narcissistic tendencies are awful, farce that's sick. I wish you could be gentle, I confess. I am so disappointed. I said yes when at my dreams you pointed, thinking that when you got so excited about me, your spirit was ignited. But actually, you just wanted to use me as a prize. You thought you'd win, you lose me, while you tried to pull a doozy on me, guilting, blaming, to beat on you, choose me. I bet you can't wait for people to look at you and say you're great for everything that you do. I'm sick of you putting me off till tomorrow, compassionless, a tyrant trying to borrow my life vest and my life's work are all me, east to west. You're trying to install me. I ask you this, how many of there are you? Let's make some sense. You're acting really tense. Let's do things now. You're having a cow. Let's get things done. You're choking away the fun. Let's hold sacred space. You're talking in my face. I'm so disappointed, feeling disjointed. Your lies are twisted. The more that I trusted, the less I resisted. Your claws deeply thrusted, your back pats insisted. And now I'm disgusted, 'cause all of the pain in my heart must be seen, and you just neglected us. You're in a world by yourself and just viciously alone with your ego dust. I've got a broom and this is a bust, because under the dirt lies a huge pile of hurt that you don't seem to free, and you take it out on me. I'm so disappointed. That was a long song. There's a lot to heal with this. I hope this is medicine for anyone who's struggling in a relationship where they feel put down, really low, and anytime they assert themselves, they're met with annihilation or contempt to keep them down. And that's not okay. That's disgusting. And I'm sure you're disappointed. And it's okay to feel that. It's totally valid to feel your anger and your disappointment and confusion. And I just, pray that you can get out of this situation and away from this and heal your own wounds that are being triggered. And I just want to thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and like this video. Share it if you like it, if you think it'll help someone. I look forward to seeing so many of you in Atlanta on Thursday night at Mojo Pizza with Sean Lee, the one-man banjo band. Love you guys. All 5 y'all. See you next week.